guys, my name is Jeanette Gitau, and today we're going to talk about the role of culture in communication. So culture is a group or community that is large enough to be self-sustaining, to produce new generations. The totality of the group's assumptions, beliefs, and concepts about life is what guides their behavior. Meanwhile, communication is the act of transferring information from one entity or group to another. It's basically sending and receiving information. So culture influences communication in the sense that how we communicate is influenced by the culture that we were brought up in. And in fact, most miscommunication is caused by culture, because sometimes in order to understand how the other person is communicating, we need to have knowledge about that culture in order to understand.
The importance and role of culture and communication. Culture and communication are interdependent and have influenced society at large. Culture plays an important role in shaping the styles of communication. Generally, most people usually react to how we speak rather than what we say. Culture has also provided an implicit knowledge to its members on how to behave in different situations and how to interpret people's behaviors in such situations. Culture and communication reciprocally influence each other. The culture in which an individual is socialized in influences the way they communicate, and how an individual communicates can also change their culture. Culture also helps us interpret external environments and gives us ways on how to behave in such environment. Truly, culture has influenced the society at large and has a great importance.
Expounding on the role of culture and communication remains relevant to our discourse. This is primarily because of the high level of global interconnectedness we experience today. Owing to the constant improvement of the transport and communication industries, we now live in a world where people from different cultural backgrounds are allowed to interact in ways never experienced before. In light of this, it is imperative now more than ever we understand our cultural implications to communication, especially when interacting with people who identify with cultures different from our own. In addition to this, understanding the topic at hand may help alleviate miscommunication by debunking some of the cultural barriers to communication. For instance, some cultures find it disgusting to slap on one's food, whereas other cultures perceive the same action as a compliment and as an indication of satisfying food. Instances such as this call for a greater understanding on the role of culture.
I'm going to take you through how communication is defined by culture and how different cultures communicate differently. We find that different cultures have different ways of communication because they have different meanings, they have different gestures, and they have different behavior. So cultural diversity in communication makes communication hard to understand because the mindset that the people have been put for makes the communication differently. It forms the way people think and behave. Hence, factors such as ethnocentrism, the manners, opinions, and the prejudices seem to act as a barrier in communication. From language such as English to those who understand or not, to a thumbs up where in Bangladesh is seen as an insult, but in a country like Kenya, it's you've done a good job, to a visa in where it's usually a sign of peace. In other countries, they may see it as an insult. Hence, cultural communication may be seen as a barrier, but it's an opportunity to explore the gaps and explore the new ideas where we can diverse and improve